Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is being safe. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, we know that we need to sanitize. So let us take our sanitizer and we rub inside our hands, around our hands, in between our fingers, on our wrists, and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we will be doing vocabulary, sight words, number bonds of 16, and phonics. Now for our lesson, boys and girls, let us start on page 3. On page 3, it is going to be our job to do our vocabulary and our sight words. We are first going to read and then we are going to trace. After that, we will try and write. Now make sure that when you are writing, you are following the same letter size. Let's begin by reading our sight words. We have the words 8, well, yes, they, safe, and strangers. Now the only word that you may or may not know is the word strangers. Now, strangers are people that we do not know. In other words, these people are not friends or people that we have known in the past. Our parents do not know them, and even our teachers don't know them. Strangers can be very dangerous, especially if they are offering us anything like money or food. Do not take it from a stranger. So now that we are done reading our words, I would like you to trace them and then write them. Be very careful and make sure that all your letters are the same size. Now that we are done with the first page, let's go to the second one on page 4. On page 4, we are going to be doing number bonds. Now, number bonds this time is bonds or are bonds of 16. It's going to be our job to count the dots on each block and then write them. After that, we will add them together. All our answers should be 16 because our bonds are 16. Let's try and do the first ones together. Now, I have the first ones on the board. And like I said before, we need to have the answer 16. How are we going to do that? Well, it's very simple. All we need to do is count and add for each of them. So we need to count them and then write the number. After that, we need to check that if they add together, they will give us 16. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one gives us 10. Let's count the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. So, we have said 10 plus 6. For us to get our answer, we can count on or use counters or the number line. So, 10 plus 6 more will give us 16. I want you to check your answers every time when you are done. Now, let's try the next one right here. The next one says, let's see, first we need to count and then write the answer. Here we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have written our 4. Now it's our job to make sure that we write the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12. So write your 12 in the circle. Now, we need to make sure that 12 plus 4 will give us 16. So we can count on using our fingers. We have 12 and now we are adding 4 by counting on. 12 is already there. 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, they add up to 16. And this is how you can check that your answer is correct. So go ahead and do this, boys and girls. Make sure that you're doing the right thing. Take your time and count carefully. When you're done, make sure that you have finished both exercises, the writing and the tracing, and the reading as well. Have fun, and I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Now, boys and girls, let's have a little bit of fun on page 5. On page 5, we are going to be doing the phonic sound k. Everyone, let's say k. K. Well done. Now, this sound is made up of C. We have capital letter C and small letter c. Both of them have the same sound, k. It's going to be our job first to trace the C's, both capital letter and small letter. When you are done, you can move on to number 1, where you're going to first read, then trace, and then write. Make sure that when you are tracing, you are following all the trace dots, and when you write, that all your letters are the same size. After that, you move on to number 2, which says color all the words that start with k. Now, in order for us to find that out, we need to look at some of the pictures that are there. So, let's take a look at the board. The first thing that you can definitely see that starts with a k is a cap. I am wearing a cap. Now, this cap is the one that we can use or see in our pictures. The word cap has k, a, p, cap. Then we have other things that have k in them as well. We have a clock. And right now, our clock is telling the time. Now, the time that we can see on our clock is 4 o'clock. So this is a clock. The next thing that we can see is a cone. Now our cone has its name already, and a cone can either be the traffic cone outside or the one that we eat ice cream from. This is a cone. The next thing that we can see is a coin. A coin can be anything from 5 Namibian dollars to 1 Namibian dollar to 50 cents, 20 cents, 10 cents, and then the smallest one, 5 cents. So a coin starts with a K. The next thing that we can see and see every day is a car. Now a car starts with K. And we definitely all know cars because I'm sure we have seen at least one in our lives. Then we have the word cup. You can see that this cup is steaming hot, meaning it has a warm liquid. It can be coffee, it can be hot chocolate, it can be even soup. So in a cup, we can put a liquid. The last thing that we can see that some of you may or may not know what it is a clover. Here we have a 4-leaf clover. So the word clover starts with K. Now a clover is very special because a lot of people think that it will bring you good luck, especially if it is a 4-leaf clover. If you find a 3-leaf clover, it doesn't give you anything. They believe that it's only the 4-leaf clover that will bring you good luck. So these are all our words that start with K, whether it's the small letter or the big letter. I want you to please complete your exercise here and take your time. What other words that you know that start with K? I'm sure you can name lots and lots of them. So have fun with this exercise and I'll see you when you're done after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
Boys and girls, we have now come to the end of our lesson and I hope you had fun. Remember, if you don't know what to do or you are confused, that's okay. You can always ask an adult for help. But make sure that you finish your work by yourself. So now that we are done with our lesson, it's time to sanitize. Remember, when we're sanitizing, we are showing the world that we care about everyone around us. Sanitizing is not just for us, but for our parents too, and everyone we come in contact with. So sanitize as regularly as possible. So now that we're done with sanitizing, I think Sashi can come and play. I thought I saw him getting into the classroom. Oh, there you are, Sashi. So, from Sashi and I, thank you so much for joining us and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.